Society's changed quite a bit in 30 years, and they're changing everywhere, even in the more traditional societies. In terms of trends, I do see this increasing sense of freedom in families that is good to some extent, but also leads to a sense of fragmentation in the family's purpose and energy and discipline. So there are some things that I think need to be reversed or strengthened in a number of families. When you think about it, you know, parents even 30 years ago, certainly 40 or 50, had more influence in their children's lives on who one of their children married, how they lived, what career they would choose, and that's not the case today. I think parents need to be more demanding of their children. They need to be stricter about the obligations of family members. They need to obviously support their children to find their own path and to lead happy lives, and you can't chain a family member to the business either as an employee or an owner. That's very harmful. It's better to give them their freedom if that's not what they truly want or aren't capable. But you have the right to expect things from children. Commerce is becoming much more globalized now. We're thinking about how becoming more international in commerce is affecting the business, how are family businesses responding to that trend, and then also how are the families responding to that trend. Businesses are becoming more international. They're selling, sourcing, doing deals across national borders in different configurations, even small ones now. Many families now are becoming much more geographically dispersed, you know, within their own home country or across national borders, or even, geez, you know, across continents. They become multicultural, multilingual, and there's some advantages to that, but it takes you have to step up your management, your social engineering of the family, in order to keep that kind of a family tight. Industry life cycles are shortening. We know that. The rate of change in business is accelerating. In any 10-year period, that's my rule now, you're going to make at least 2 important changes to your company. Some people are really good at reinventing their companies and changing things that they put in place. But if you put it in place and then you have to say, well, that's no longer working, let's do something else, I think that's pretty challenging. We may need to make more frequent transitions of leadership in order to keep organizations continuing to regenerate. So there's one question. How long can people stay in office in the role of CEO and continue to go through those transformations? 30 years? Well, that's how long CEOs of family companies are around, often, on average, 25 to 30 years. That's a long time. People are living longer. If the leader lives longer, will he or she stay in office longer or kind of check out at late 50s? I want to figure this out because it could be, if leaders stay longer in the company, that it's going to stall out the next generation even more than they're currently stalled out, and sandwich the middle generation between two others, and you're going to end up with 3 generations working in a family business, not 2. And it's hard to tell a business leader who is very good at what he does that it's time to step down. I think probably what we're going to see more on the business side is family leaders working their way up, running the company for a while, handing it off to a family or non-family next CEO and remaining chairman to provide more stability at the board level.